如果这个故事你听起来不觉得吃力，那你的英文水平已经足以应付在美国的日常生活。通过电影学英文，让我们开始吧。
Tony Stark was very smart. He was very rich. He loved fast cars, loud parties, and bright lights. He worked for Stark Industries. His father had built it. Now it was his. Tony loved money and fun. He did not think much about helping people. One day Tony went to a faraway country. He was going to show a new missile. He smiled at reporters. Suddenly there was a loud explosion. The ground shook. His car flipped. Men with guns appeared. They grabbed him and threw him into a dark cave. He was trapped. Tony could hear dripping water. He could hear voices and footsteps outside. He felt fear in his chest. He hit the wall. "Let me out," he shouted. A man appeared. His name was Yinsen. He was quiet but kind. He had been in the cave for a long time. Yinsen said, "We must help each other survive." Tony looked around. There was metal everywhere. Fire burned in the corner. Sparks flew. He saw piles of scraps, wires, and old machines. An idea came to him. "I will build a suit," Tony said. "A suit to escape." The men outside wanted Tony to make a big weapon. Tony did not want to. "No," he said. "I will make something else." Days passed. Tony worked secretly. He used scraps and wires. He built a small chest piece to keep himself alive. He worked every night. Sometimes parts broke. Sparks flew in his face. He burned his fingers. He felt tired. But he did not give up. Yinsen helped him. He gave advice and tools. "Think about every step," he said. Tony nodded. "I will. I promise." Tony slept little. He built the arms first, then the legs, then the boots. Rockets were hidden in the boots. He built a helmet. He added a bright light to the chest. The suit looked heavy, but it moved like a strong man. Tony tested each part. He pressed buttons. He twisted wires. Sparks flew. He laughed when small explosions happened. He wiped soot from his face. "Almost ready," he said. Tony was ready. He put on the suit. The metal was cold. It pressed against him. He took a deep breath. "Let's do this," he said. When the men came to check, Tony ran. Rockets fired. Flames shot behind him. He flew for the first time. The wind hit his face. He felt free. Men tried to shoot him. Bullets bounced off the metal. Tony twisted, turned, and flew higher. Sparks from the cave walls lit the dark. He dodged falling rocks. He felt his heart pound. He had never felt so alive. But Yinsen had been hurt. Tony could not save him. Yinsen smiled weakly. "Go. Be free," he said. Tony felt sadness deep in his chest. He whispered, "I will never forget you." Back home, Tony's life changed. Parties were not fun. Fast cars were not enough. He wanted to do more. He wanted to help people. In his lab, Tony worked every day. He built a better suit. It was shiny, fast, and strong. It could fly higher, shoot beams, and fight enemies. He tested it many times. Sometimes it worked perfectly. Sometimes it crashed. Sparks flew. Metal bent. Tony laughed. "I will fix it," he said. He practiced flying, turning, and landing. He studied the suit carefully. Every screw, every wire, every rocket had a purpose. He worked hard night and day. Sometimes he made small mistakes. A rocket fired too soon. The suit spun in the air. Tony fell on a pile of boxes. He laughed. "I will try again," he said. Trouble came. Obadiah Stane wanted the company. He wanted power. He wanted Tony gone. He built a giant metal suit. bigger and stronger. Tony knew he had to fight. He put on his suit. He tested the rockets. He checked the beams. He was ready. The battle started. Sparks flew. Rockets fired. Metal hit metal. Tony twisted and turned. He dodged the giant suit's punches. He flew higher. He shot beams at the big metal man. The giant suit was strong, but Tony was clever. He thought fast. He used his head. He used the suit's speed. He waited for the right moment. Finally, he hit the giant suit with a strong beam. There was a huge crash. The giant suit fell. Obadiah was gone. Tony landed safely. People cheered. They saw that Tony was more than rich. He was brave. He was a hero. Tony made a big decision. He wanted the world to know the truth. At a big meeting, he stood tall. He smiled. He looked at the people. Then he said with confidence, "I am Iron Man." People were surprised. Some were scared. Some were amazed. Tony did not care. He knew the adventure had just begun. Evil people would come. Challenges would come, but he was ready. He had his suit. He had his mind. He had courage. Tony Stark was no longer just a man. He was a hero. He was Iron Man. And his story was only starting.
到这里，你能坚持听完，已经证明你不是普通人。但想成为钢铁人，靠的不是天赋，是日复一日的听力训练。每天坚持一点，你的英文就会更厚、更硬、更抗打。明天见，让训练继续。欢迎加入英文听力馆，欢迎点赞订阅哦。